I don't know what the fuck you or him talking about.
Y'all facing 3 years. You don't know nothing about no gun, and you don't know nothing about who was driving that car.
Hell no.
All right, get his ass out of here.
It's your boy Kev, number one host. Fuck they talking about, man? We out here, man. Hey Grand, what up? Shout my Darkfield 400 niggas, Wilbur section, Stuyvesant 801st.
What you done for me, bitch? You ain't got front for me, bitch. You tryna take my shine from me. What you jealous of me, bitch? That's some female weak shit. I'm gon' keep it G, bitch. You out here throwing dirt on me. See me try to speak, bitch. I can't even hold my heat. Why? Niggas told on me. Wow. D's patrolling me. Wow. They say I owe them 3. Damn. They tryna send me up the river like Lil O and Meech. Woo. They ain't believe in me. Why? Now I gotta leave them. What you doing, man?
Like, I got a Capri Sun.
Yeah. Look. I'm gonna show you, guys. I'm gonna show you, look. It's this and that, though. I try to put a little juice with the Ciroc, you heard?
Yeah, so what's going on tonight? I mean, you got a little body.
I just left Big O. I was just with him.
You just with Big O?
Yeah. Yep.
I was making a song?
Nah, we was just chopping it up. We was up at Franklin Mills. I ran into him at Franklin Mills Mall.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, so we was just chopping it up for like an hour. You know what I mean? Saying what's up with him, you know what I mean?
Y'all got like a history?
Yeah, man, Big O got we got, like, when you go to YouTube, you type in Kilogram Big O, we got records on YouTube, on World Star, we did together, you know what I'm saying? Like, we came up together. He a little younger than me, but we from the same side of town, West Trenton, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So that's my man. We got to chop it up today. It's been a while since we talked, but we got to chop it up, you feel me?
So, when I had talked to Kev, he told me that he was one of the first artists from Trenton to get signed.
Yeah, I had a little situation with Atlantic Records. Shout out Gene Nelson. He was my A&R at the time. It was a brief stint. I was on the label for probably like a year. I got to do a record with Mano. I was in Double XL. I was in the Source Magazine, Hip Hop Weekly. I got to do a record with, I did records with, I don't know if y'all did your history, but PD Crack, Naughty by Nature, Lords of the Underground, Little Flip. Who else? Gilly the Kid, of course. PD Crack. I mean, a lot of Philly artists. You know, I've been on 106 in Park 4 times as New Joint of the Day. I had different records on there 4 times as New Joint of the Day. BET Jams. What else? VH1. You know, you name it, I did it. I put Trenton on the map. You know what I mean? Heavy. You feel me? So, you know, that's just a little bit of my resume. You know what I mean?
So, like, what was your story like behind getting signed? Like, how'd you get signed?
It felt good at the time. I had an NFL football player that played for the Eagles. I'm gonna give you the short version of the story. I was going to the barbershop one day, and one of the barbers in there that used to cut my hair, he actually cut the hair for the Philadelphia Eagles football team. So he told me, like, yo, because I had my team around me at the time. A couple guys around me went to prison for getting money in the streets. We had a team, our record label at the time was called Tipping the Scale. But we was really niggas was really in the streets though. Yeah. So niggas around me went to jail for 10 years. One nigga went for 10, the other nigga went for a body. You feel me? So now I'm out here, you know, my money man is gone. So now I'm out here with a bunch of material that I can't promote because I don't have my funding around me no more. So the barber, he was like, yo, I cut the hair of all the Eagles football players, so I'm gonna pass your CD to them. So I'm thinking at the time, like, what's the odds of a nigga from the Eagles fucking with me? You know what I'm saying? So lo and behold, he gave it to him. I was working like this bullshit 9 to 5. Next thing I know, 2 weeks later, I get a call from Sean Andrews. He was like a guard on Philadelphia Eagles. He was like 6'6", 359 pounds, and he signed for $52 million. So to make a long story short, he listened to my CD. He played it in the Eagles locker room while they was working out. And then he gave me a call and said, listen, I listened to your music. I got it from Iz the barber. He said, God told me to bless you. He said, can you meet me in Willingboro? You know, after you get off work, I want to talk to you. So I'm thinking, damn, this shit is crazy. So long story short, I go meet with him. We sitting down at Dunkin' Donuts. You know what I mean? That was our meeting place, right? We met at Dunkin' Donuts. So the nigga passes a check across the table, a cashier's check, right? So at the time, I had my daughter with me. She was only like 3 at the time. So I opened up the check. I'm so gung-ho. I look at it, and I thought it said 5,000. But at that time, I was fucked up. So I'm like, yo, thank you, man. 5,000. I appreciate it, man. Like, I'm gonna make this thing work. He said, yo, look at that again. It was 50,000. He gave me a check for 50,000 just to go and get myself up and running and get my music out there. So then a month went by. I took the 50,000, shot a video, bought T-shirts, hit the studio hard. You know what I mean? And he came back after another month and was like, damn, I thought you was gonna take that money and buy gold chains and cars and shit like that. He said, you reinvested it. He said, all right, you know what? We're gonna make a label out of this, man. I'm gonna give you another 100,000. So at that point, now I got a millionaire behind me. So we got the attention of the A&R in New York because I had a record on 106 and Park called Jersey. And it got a lot of attention because I was bigging up all the rappers that came before me in Jersey. So what happened was the A&R seen it, and he reached out to somebody in my camp and said, bring Kilogram to New York for a meeting at Atlantic. So we went up there, sat with them, and they liked what we represented. We was coming to the table like Rockefeller. We got a guy with a bunch of money. You got the artist with the talent. They felt like it could be a perfect match. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they gave us a shot. They gave us, back then, it wasn't a 360 deal. They was giving us a label deal. My label was Chain of Command, and it was going to be Chain of Command / Atlantic. They would, the budget was going to be $850,000 budget with $185,000 for my pocket, with the remainder for me to build my project, if you guys understand.
Nicole Ray hanging out with Chain of Command Records Highland.
What's up, nigga?
Yo, what up? It's Gene Nelson, toughest nigga in hip hop. What up? This is I Go In.
You already know.
Talking about my man Kilogram right here, something personal to me. I fucks with him, so he's good. And all I can say is, man, make that real music, make records. Make real records. Y'all know the climate we're in right now in this industry, so like keep doing your mixtape grind. At the end of the day, my brothers, make some records. I don't want to hear nobody talking about we bringing New York back. No, it never went nowhere. I don't understand that. It's just a matter of making just good records. So that's all I can say.
So that was the situation. Then everything was going great, and then the music business changed. Because it was a record that dropped. I can't think of these little fuckers that came out with some type of snap lean with it pop shit. No, it wasn't that record. It was another record.
Party Like a Rockstar?
That type of shit start coming out. It was other group. I can't think of these motherfuckers. No, they was some fucking kids. What's that? Oh my God! It's a dance that these kids came out. The Stanky Leg.
Yeah, Stanky Leg. GS Boys. GS
With some niggas. The Stanky Leg, and it was another group before them niggas that came out. Once all of that shit started hitting, it fucked it up for lyricists. Niggas that was spitting street shit and real shit, like myself. Like every label shifted and said, we want these goofy type of motherfuckers. You gotta dance? Can you dance, Kilogram? I'm like, hell no, I can't dance. I'm the nigga that played the wall in the party. You feel me? So once the game shifted, all the lyricists, they struggled because they was looking for the bubblegum type of rap. So it kind of like kept me like on the shelf and trying to figure out where I stood, because I couldn't not be me and put out some type of shit that just didn't represent Trenton. So I just kind of like stayed working, doing my thing, and then eventually me and the label sat down and said, hey man, like for what y'all signing right now and what y'all putting out and the pressure, then I'm just gonna go do my thing. You know what I mean? Mutually, it was just like, all right, cool. We had a good run. We gave you a couple dollars. Don't worry about it. It'll be an even spill. You know what I'm saying? So we just shook hands and just kept it moving. Because at that time, that music had a run from like 07 to around 2013. I can't think of that one group it was that fucked it up for everybody. But I promise you, talking with strangers, I'm gonna find who they is, and I want you to make sure you input that in this fucking interview, because they fucked up a lot of money for niggas, man. I'm trying to think. It was these niggas, the Jerk.
Oh yeah, New Boys.
The fucking Jerk. The Jerk fucked the game up in 2007.
Yeah, they was good.
When they came out, real niggas did not know what the fuck to do. You heard?
Yeah.
Facts, man. Think about every nigga. You take a nigga like Salute the Big O. You take a nigga like Don Black. You take a nigga like Legacy. You take a nigga like Killer Kosh. You take a nigga like I'm thinking about Trenton right now.
Yeah.
What do you do when they're pushing the Jerk?
Yeah, you can't.
Shit, you might have to take a break.
And the shit was a phenomenon. It hit. It hit like a fucking train. Every label said, all right, we want that. We want whatever that fucking was. We want that. You spitting about the projects and the struggles. We ain't trying to hear that shit right now. Can you dance? That's the shit that they wanted. So I got caught up in that shit at being on a label at the wrong fucking time. But I was still able to bust a lot of moves independent. I did Hot 97. I did Power 99. You know, back then it was 100.3 The Beat. You know, I did radio stations on the road. You know, of course I kept, shooting videos, getting them on World Star. So we stayed alive. But at the same time, the demand of the music, like you said, Party Like a Rock Star, The Jerk, the New Boys, what's that shit, Lean With It, Rock With It, all the records that came out in that time frame, if you didn't have that type of shit, you was in the way. You was in the way. That's when...
Go ring. With the rock in the scale building. Hey yo, Hey yo, tip of the scale in the town. Hey yo, what up? Yeah, here goes. Foreign low, holla at your boys. Hey yo, yeah, these snitches looking running, telling the cops they got your man paranoid to make a sell on that block. I'ma bang him in broad day, you hear the yell of the. But I'll be damned if your man tryna dwell in some box. No, you suckers, it's the scale in the rock for sure. I'm banging this man, keep playing my dope. I'm just stacking cake properly, making sure that these jakes don't turn me to state property. In and out of the state, I'm moving this weight properly. Picture a fake rocking me, we just made him a.
Come to the office. They fucked the game up. The Atlanta shit, that Jerk shit, all that shit fucked the whole wave up. You know what I mean? If a nigga tell you from New York, if he ain't Dipset and all them niggas that they was getting money, they lying. I'ma keep it jig. They lying. Because at the end of the day, if you didn't have that type of sound, you couldn't get no money out here. You couldn't. Straight up. I seen real niggas in the industry started to do them type of dance songs, making they sell. Niggas was like 40 trying to dance and do shit, looking crazy. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, the blessing was being from Trenton and being able to catch the train in New York, go to the Atlantic building, see the security, and they said, Kilogram. All right, it wasn't no show your ideas. All right, oh, that's Kilogram. He went Atlantic. Straight up in the elevator. That was a blessing. All the celebrities from DJ Drama to Loon to Missy Elliott to T.I. Everybody that were running across that. What's good? Okay, you up here. I see you on your grind again. Legendary shit. I'm from Stuyvesant Avenue, like just to be amongst all of these celebrities and stars, and they know you and they fuck with you. It's a blessing. You know what I mean? And at the same time, fast forward to now, 2018, still working, still doing my thing, still on the radio. I'm on, you know what I mean? Like I said, I just did Hot 97 a few months ago. I just came back from South Carolina. I did the #1 radio station in Columbia, South Carolina. I think it's called Hot 1039. I did the live interview with them. They played the single. Got a new single called Run It Up. It's on iTunes and Tidal right now and World Star. So we working, man. I'm in the best shape of my life right now, you heard? We just having fun, man. Doing with me and Kev got the new remix, the Kodak Black joint out called Rollin' Peace. We got that out. And we just having fun, man, just doing this music, man. It's like, it's in my blood, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got any other questions for me, bro?
Yeah, so how do you feel to make $185,000 at such a young age?
That was crazy. I mean, at that time, I had to keep it light. You feel me? Because the nature of Trenton. Yeah. You don't want niggas that everybody know you got that type of money. But I always never shit it where I ate. Where I lived at. So I always lived outside the city, and I moved right. I didn't go and buy cars that would draw attention to me. I didn't buy no jewelry. I just kind of stayed low with that money and invested it. You know what I mean? I have a real nice body of work. Like I got numerous videos, you know, quality stuff. Not no motherfucking shit with no goddamn, you know what I'm saying, bullshit iPhone camera. Like I invested money. I was shooting videos when videos was $3,000 video. Now you can get some shit for $200 because everybody got a nice camera. But back in the day, I bought a guy named Rock Davis, Itchy House Films. If y'all look up Itchy House Films, he deals with Rick Ross, everybody. I bought him to the town to shoot videos for myself and other artists. You know what I mean? But these guys, they do movies now. They have A-list celebrity people that they fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but I mean back then, like, you know, to have a video was a big deal. Now it's not. You know what I mean? So you know, but I'm just blessed to be able to see that Trenton is a thriving city as far as talent now. We got producers, comedians, we got rappers, too many motherfucking rappers, but some of them hot, you know, some of them is alright, you know what I mean? But I just like to see the nature of where the city is going, and it's inspiring to see niggas come up every day, man. One of my favorite artists in Trenton right now is King Reek. Man, I really like what he doing with the whole MBF movement. I like P89 Rolex. I don't know if y'all got him on here yet.
Nah, I ain't get him yet.
Okay, yeah, P89.
I think he's in Atlanta or something.
Yeah, he is, but he makes excellent music. You know what I mean? I told him when I met him, because I also do showcases for the younger artists. I've done like 3 or 4 showcases where I bring out younger talent. We pay them money to win. Whoever win, I was giving away $500 to $1,000 and trophies, and I brought out Capone and Noriega, PD Crack, and all these guys, and I brought Hot 97 down here too. I brought them to Philly to do a showcase for up and coming artists and show them, you know, bring them around the legends, let them take pictures, let them see, you know, that these is guys that did what they aspired to do, you know what I mean? So, but having that 185,000, it got better because I rocked with him for a couple years, so I end up getting more and more money. I bought some homes, travel, you know, I can't complain, man. Life is good, you feel me?
Alright, so 2018, you know, you got a single out. You dropping
I got the single. Well, actually, I got a mixtape out right now on that Piff called "Shoot the Middleman," and it's hosted by Mr. Hype. Y'all should definitely reach out to Mr. Hype too. He like the DJ Khaled of this area, South Jersey. He fuck with everybody. He do shows and all that. He's like a DJ slash, you know, like, you know, basically he puts different artists together and make projects. He, like I said, he remind me of Khaled. But he hosted my new mixtape. That's on that Piff. My single is called Run It Up. It's on World Star and it's on all the you know, the digital platforms, Tidal, Napster, Amazon, you know, iTunes, etc. So make sure y'all get that. It's featuring a dope artist from Baltimore named Tate Cobain. You know, Tate is signed to 300. You know, you from that area, so I'm sure you hang out in that area, right?
Yep.
So you heard of Tate, right? He had the Baltimore single. Tate's on my single. He's on the hook. And you know, I'm just riding the wave right now. You know, that's it. You know what I mean? Just pushing that single.
Any visuals?
Huh? Oh yeah, I got the visual for Run It Up is on World Star. I got that.
World Star?
Yeah, it's on World Star. You Google that thing right now, see it. I got Maybachs in there. I went to my block and, you know, got guys from Stuyvesant on there. So yeah, I'm just moving, you know. Tate couldn't make the video at the time because he was dealing with some like house arrest shit or some type of ankle bracelet shit, so I couldn't get him on the video. But his voice is still on the hook. And we shot the video in Jersey. We was supposed to do it in Baltimore, but the scheduling and him being with his situation, I couldn't do it, you know what I mean? But you know, the single's doing real well on iTunes, not to mention it's getting played on, you know, numerous radio stations in the South. I'm actually scheduled to do the radio station in Baltimore in a couple of weeks, and I'm gonna bring Tate up to the station and air the single. I don't know if you familiar with a guy down there, a DJ named Tony Reds.
Sound familiar? He from DC?
Yeah, from the DC Baltimore area. Yep. So he has a little mix show on, like, I want to say it's like 95.5 down there, whatever the station is. I can't remember off top, but I'm gonna link with him and get the single played down there. You know what I mean? So just moving, man.
So what's going on with you and Kev?
The host is a good dude, man. I met the host on Twitter years ago. You know, host goes on his rants and everything like that, and I think at the time something was going on with me on Twitter, and the hosts just end up coming to my aid, like, oh, y'all can't talk about Kilogram, he a legend. And then from that point on, me and Kev just hit the ground running. We've been rocking out hard, man. He's a real good dude. You know, he's like a little brother to me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, Kev has a he has a big heart, and he is very ambitious, man. And just those two components right there, man, Kev's gonna be successful, man. So I'm just, you know, I've been around him for a couple of years now, and we got a real good rapport with each other. You feel me? So that's what's going on.
Any shout outs?
Definitely, I want to shout out to my label mates, Chain of Command Entertainment, my nigga Courtney, man, my homeboy Sun. I want to shout out the number one host. I want to shout out Talking with Strangers. I finally got on here. We've been trying to get this thing moving, but you know, different you know, discrepancies in our schedule. I want to shout out the whole city of Trenton, east, west, north, south. I want to shout out the Democrats who produced my new single called Run It Up. Shout out Take Bang. Also shout out my nigga Low Gates, man. Also, man, free my man Lil O, man. He down in the feds, man. Hold your head, you'll be home real soon, man. It's Killer, man. 801st side, man. You already snow, man. Talking with Strangers, my nigga. That's it.
Right on the start with me, but you ain't loyal to nobody. Can't believe you chose that guy, not me. Damn, and that's whack to me. Wow, word got back to me. Yeah, you sent cops after me. Damn, I thought you would clap for me. Yeah, held down straps for me. Yeah, even move packs for me. Damn, I'll be on the block with a tech up. Yeah, put it in your mouth like a checkup. Yeah, baby mom call, get the sex up. Yeah, I don't want the pussy, just neck up. Yeah, shoot you in your head, fuck your vest up. Yeah, me and Kev tryna run a check up. What you done for me, bitch? You ain't got front for me, bitch.